I'm going to get a coffee. So bitch, slide up and please get off me. Can you make me a sandwich? Did you finish the laundry? Man, we got some extreme temperature changes going on. It was like 70s a couple days ago. Dropped to 30s last night. It's supposed to go back up to like high 70s in a couple days. Man, it's extreme weather. The Earth's just trying to send us a message. Reading about insurance, healthcare, and things like that for this test. And the stuff I'm reading about, if I worked a job that gave me such a high level of anxiety, could probably be diagnosed as PTSD once I have the right therapy, but therapy costs money. I wonder if I'm entitled to some federal health maintenance organization program or something if my job gave me the PTSD. I think there may be something. I don't know. That's why I'm learning about this stuff. And I just want to make it clear that me talking about the situation I had to deal with at my job, it doesn't damage that company. What they damage themselves by acting and by inducing the high level of anxiety into an individual like me on a regular basis, on purpose. So anything I say, if you want to feel bad for that company because I what I had to go through and what I have to talk about moving forward, because nobody listened to me and nobody wanted to listen to me about what I dealt with in my work environment on a daily fucking basis, has gotten to this point. You want to fucking feel bad for them because what I have to say in my experience hurts their reputation. They hurt their reputation by having a work environment that they fucking still deny, still ignore. So that's your fucking opinion and this is mine. They disagree. I guess we're going to have to agree to disagree, and that's how it's going to fucking work, because the entire situation I deal with on a regular basis was just completely fucking ignored it may have not been fucking listened to, but it's still in this fucking brain. It's still in this memory what I had to deal with on a regular basis and deal with these shitty fucking scumbag people who are supposed to go to a job to work every day and not harass an individual because he doesn't fucking associate with them. He doesn't want to talk to them, and they don't think he's as cool as them when they're really in reality fucking the biggest losers I've ever met in my entire life, or some of the biggest losers I've ever met in my life. And even to associate your definition of what a loser is and put it into a sexual context, it bleeds insecurities, it bleeds stupidity. And if you want to bleed those characteristics, by all means, fucking go for it. I will fucking tell you exactly what you are and who you are, right to your face, not to your face. Most people just can't fucking handle it. So I just, I used to be quiet about it, but not anymore. And if me, the way my brain thinks, the way I articulate information and talk about it and things like that, if that is your definition of a fucking loser, then you're my definition of a fucking moron. That makes sense? Does that make sense? Or you have to replay this back so you fucking get the concept that I'm trying to fucking pitch to you? Whatever. People don't get it. They don't fucking get it, I guess. You can't break holes into a brick wall. That's not gonna fucking, that's not gonna break, I guess. And, if by certain people's definition, I'm such a big fucking loser, but yet in my heyday, in my prime, in college and stuff like that, I managed to have sex with so many fucking women. And that was my own fucking doing, my own building and my own skills and things like that. Then I guess people's judgment must really fucking suck. I guess if you bang a lot of women, you're a big fucking loser according to some people. Or they're just fucking too stupid to make proper judgments. It's one of the two. I think too many people let general stereotypes and other people's opinion influence their own brain's ability to process information at an adequate level. That's a common problem in today's society with stereotypes, insecurities, superficiality. Those things, they just block brainwaves from fucking processing information for a lot of people. They're just like bricks and brains, bricks and heads. There's no brains, just bricks. But I think what's happening now in today's society is as cool people continue to follow fucking trends, as what cool fucking people do, they're going to eventually, it might take a while, but it's going to work a rewiring process in people's brains and like how they see stereotypes, how they think of things. Just taking a little bit of time. Things are going to work themselves out though eventually. They always do. Whether people learn to love me or learn to hate me, at least they're learning something about me. That's how I look at it. I need my jumper pack at like a full charge in order to jump my battery. My battery's dead. I drained it, and then it was like 30s. Now it's like dead, and that jumper pack has to be maxed out. The way I look at it, if somebody needs me to move, they can help me move it by jumping my van. Otherwise, I do all the things I need to do right where I am. Got plenty of food around me, plenty of stuff if I gotta buy stuff. Basically just studying for insurance and working on content, and that's going to go on for, I don't know, until I actually have to get a job, which is probably going to be a few months, unless the insurance works out, pass the test, make good money every month doing that. Good money in this situation isn't really much, so we'll see, but I'll probably be good with what I have for a few months. And in the meantime, I'm saving gas. So last week was a huge step for me. Someone who's been like a hoarder their whole life, one who had more toys to play with since they were little, more video games to play with since they got older, but never sold any of my video games. And I've always wanted to be more of a minimalist since after college, and I learned about it, and just how it's like a nice release of all this stuff that sits around that you have. And when I worked a job where I made more money than I needed, I used it with a little bit of time that I had to buy crap that I didn't need, and I became, I was a hoarder. I mean, I've been a hoarder my whole life, but last week was a huge step for me in minimalism, getting rid of all my video games, getting rid of a lot of my books. I still have more books I can sell. Try to hold on to some of them if I could, but I'm not going to have time to read them anytime soon. So if I have to sell them, if I need to make some money to get me, to invest in my channel, or, whatever, if I need money, I'll sell them. But no, I'm more of a minimalist now than I've ever been, and it feels good. I mean, I knew I had stuff that I didn't use, that I didn't need, and it was just a matter of getting through the stuff, feeling comfortable about getting rid of it, and organizing it, and finding like a good place to sell it where I could make a decent amount of money for it and not just throw it away. And I was able to do that last week with a lot of my stuff, so it's cool. Got rid of Star Wars collectibles, the Star Trek collectibles that I bought over the internet a couple of years ago. A lot of the video game collections I had that now mobile gaming has really taken off. Really no need for it with the combination of PC and mobile gaming. Even console gaming is kind of, for the amount of energy and the big setup you need for console gaming, I feel like you get so much out of mobile gaming and PC gaming now. There's certain games that, with these new graphics, these next-gen graphics that I miss and I want to play, and I see other YouTubers upload, but I don't know. I've always, since the video game industry has, since like Xbox 360 days, they started to come out with too many titles for me to ever keep up with, so I'm used to that. But funny, I'm really happy with mobile gaming in general, because like a lot of times when I played console games, I would play like puzzle, like simpler games in terms of like their cost and what they take to make and stuff, and like the graphics and things like that. But like more strategy puzzle kind of games, I play those like a third to half the time anyway, and that's, there's a huge library of that for mobile gaming, so I'm not complaining. It's been cold the last week, a couple of days, like half the week, 30s, 40s at night. But what I've been using is I bought candles at the dollar store, and they can burn at night for like anywhere from 5 to 8 hours, and probably last around 5 days. And 1 or 2 candles in this small space with insulation on the ceiling and things like that, it does a lot. When I woke up, I was cold when I went to bed, and I put the candles up, and I keep them on the plastic bin and kind of keep space around and make sure there's no paper products or anything that can burn on there, and then just make sure they're kind of like isolated on that plastic bin with the little lip, keep them from falling over, kind of like a super big candle holder if you want to look at it that way. And I went to bed and it was cold. Maybe like I want to do like a thermometer check with an app, just to see how much the temperature increases with the candles and how long that takes, because I've seen YouTubers do that too, in small spaces, in like converted vans and stuff, or converted automobiles. But when I went to bed, it was probably like 30s, 40s. When I woke up in here, it was pretty warm for like all the stuff that I had on and stuff, and like my blankets and stuff. I'd say it was probably maybe mid 50s in here when I woke up with the candles. And obviously it started to get warmer when I woke up, but the candles definitely make the temperature in here, depending on what it is outside, anywhere from like 10 to 20 degrees warmer, because of how the van is, with how small the space it is, and the insulation that it came with. I'm gonna give this thing a couple days. I can go find an outlet if I needed to, but it does take time to find one and then find a good time to use it and sit over there and guard the jumper pack as it charges. That takes a lot of time away from my day, and if I don't need to do that and I can get stuff done anyway and where I am, unless somebody, like I said, unless somebody needs me to move, they can help me jump it, and I'll just save time and energy that way. But I mean, this is pretty sustainable, using the sun's energy to jump my van. You know, it's crazy how much energy it takes when it's dead to jump it, to get this jumper pack charged all the way. But I'm just gonna keep working and let this thing charge. If it takes a few days to charge this up and to eventually charge that up, whatever, it takes a few days. If I need to find an outlet, if I need to ask somebody to jump, that's what I'll do. But in the meantime, I'd rather save my time and my energy and just keep working and let this thing, it's going to get warmer over the next couple of days. It's going to be cloudy, but it is going to be mid-high 70s in a few days, and it's going to be mid-60s today. And even though it's cloudy, the sun's, the temperature is a good indication of the sun's intent. It is an indication of the sun's intensity, which has a direct effect on this. Obviously, the cloud shields how much energy the solar panel gets a little bit, but the heat of the day is I think a better indication of how much sun energy you can get in a day, even if it's cloudy. So because it's going to be mid 70s, I expect to get, at a max, maybe like 35 watts, maybe even 40 watts at times during the day if the sun peeks out of the clouds sometimes. But with 30 watts, you get about 50 out of an outlet. Yeah, I'd rather just save my time and just keep working on stuff. And plus, you have to watch the thing charge, and if you leave it, you can risk it getting stolen and stuff like that. So, yeah, whatever. Unless someone makes me move, they can help me jump it. Otherwise, perfectly content.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad, shit by my shoulder.